Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 70th video of my Mass Effect Legendary Edition series. In the last video, we helped out with the Krogan. They had a patrol go missing. The patrol was looking into the Rachni. Turns out that the Reapers had imprisoned the Rachni Queen. We're trying to create a Rachni army. We worked with Grunt. We freed the Queen. Everything's good there. We're now going to go after Cerberus, and we're going to go to the planet Binning, I believe. Well, at the very least, they've been kidnapping people on Binning, so let's get to it. Okay, we'll leave Utuku behind. That's where we were last time. Back to Maxim Zul, the home system of the Rachni. And let's buy some fuel. Okay, and let's make a jump. Now, where exactly are we going? Because I'm not sure it's going to tell us where they are. Because that's a different Cerberus mission. Okay, here we go. Arcturus Stream, Cerberus Abductions. Okay, so we got to go to the Euler system, but let's see what else is going on in here. Looks like we got 3 planets and a station. Arcturus Station. Oh, I think this is the remains of Arcturus Station. Lying at the L5 Lagrange point of Themis are the fused metal fragments of Arcturus Station, destroyed by Reaper capital ships. The station once housed the Systems Alliance Parliament and the nerve center of the military armada. Now it's a cold grave for 45,000 people. Kind of crazy. Okay, here we go. Themis. Oh, there we go. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Themis is one of Arcturus' stable satellites. It rapidly orbits the massive star. Okay. Oh.
I found something.
There's something. Fuel depot. Ah, shoot. 350 units of fuel that I actually don't get to make any use of. Let's see what we got over here. Eunomia? Eunomia is largely made of ice frozen around a metal poor core. Its deposits were of little use to the humans building Arcturus Station, who favored material from the asteroids towed into the system. Eunomia lies neglected in the void. There's no obvious Reaper presence here. Okay, next up is this gas giant. Wow, not much to this system. Arene. One of Arcturus' hydrogen-helium gas giants, Arene had infrastructure in place for fueling civilian and military ships with helium-3 and antiprotons. None of this infrastructure has survived the Reapers. It's not terribly surprising. Okay, we've only recovered 50% of the assets. Where is the other 50% going to be? Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. Let's see what we get. Oh, intel from the Battle of Arcturus. Okay, I wonder what that does for us. Anyway, let's get to the Euler system. I think... Okay, hold up one second. I think this is the exact same background used for the Armstrong cluster in Mass Effect 1. Anyway, there's Binning. Let's go to the outermost planet here. Silva. Named for Mateus Silva, leader of the prospector team that unearthed the Prothean archives on Mars, this ice giant was once home to a large recovery operation for helium-3. In its heyday, the helium-3 flowed freely here to fuel merchant ships commuting from Binning to Arcturus. All infrastructure on Silva has been destroyed, along with its colony on Oliveria, its moon. Okay. Let's check out the next one in Yukawa. Yukawa is a small rock planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide. After a labor dispute with companies shipping metallic asteroids to a nearby Arcturus system, Yukawa's iron core and blanket of hematite were briefly mined to aid the construction of Arcturus Station. Yukawa's reputation as the Scab planet persists to this day, as its other resources were not particularly notable. Okay, we'll go to Binning last. Fermi. Fermi is a rock wrapped in a haze of carbon dioxide and oxygen, though its temperatures and concentrations make it difficult to support life. Many moons and debris are in its immediate vicinity, leading researchers to believe that at some point, Fermi was impacted by something large, launching fragments of the planet into orbit. The wreckage of the scientific station can be detected here, more evidence of the Reaper's presence in the system. Okay, let's get to Binning. Looks like a garden world. Binning, the nearest garden world to Arcturus Station, is the primary source of its food supply and an important staging area for starship maintenance and repair. Occupying the planet would be key in any attempt to retake the system's relay. Scattered intelligence indicates that during the battles of Arcturus and Earth, the Reaper sent a small force to Binning to destroy its comm buoys, spaceports, and starships. With the population immobilized and communications cut, the main force concentrated on the larger prize, knowing that they could return before repairs could be made or help could arrive. Heat sources in Benning space indicate a non-Reaper presence here. Colony founded in 2153, population estimate is pre-invasion, capital Jagen.
Shepard, Cerberus strike squads have infiltrated one of the major cities on Benning. Initial reports indicated they were recruiting civilians, but further investigation suggests that the people are being taken against their will.
For what purpose?
Unknown. We sent a recon team to investigate, and the Cerberus squads reacted by targeting civilians in public facilities. Officially, Cerberus is denying responsibility and condemning the action. They're either lying, or we're dealing with a rogue faction.
And innocents are caught in their crosshairs.
Exactly. Secure the area so we can establish a rescue lifeline to the rest of the city.
Approaching the drop point, Commander.
Copy that, Lieutenant.
The people down there are counting on you, Commander. Hack it out.
I remember this multiplayer map.
Building an avalanche of civilian SOS requests, Commander. The bulk are concentrated on the upper street. Cerberus forces are pinning them down. You'd better hurry.
It's weird that they list this as like an agrarian world, and then you find this. I think I just heard a mech. Am I missing something? Oh, there we go. The hell, why don't we bring that over to our side? Uh-oh.
The diversion is working, Commander. Civilians are on the move.
Come on. No, you're up there somewhere. There you are. Q. Oh, another grenade, huh? Let's move out of the way. Alright, do we have to destroy this now? I think so.
What is it, Lieutenant?
I'm tracking civilians fleeing the city with Cerberus troops right behind.
Where are they?
Updating your nav point. You can intercept them there.
We must hurry.
Alright. Can I jump this? No. Not this game. Get over here. See if we can get these people out of here.
Look! Reinforcements are here!
Try to stay calm.
What should we do?
Just stay down.
Commander, more Cerberus troops are heading your way. If you can hold the line there, it'll give the civilians time to escape.
You heard him. We hold here.
There's so many of them.
I think that guy is dead. Yeah, he's just stuck in an upright position. Let's do some grenades. Ah, you're still alive. There we go.
I think
think we can make it out of here?
Is that? Okay, that's James. Oh. Nice work, Liara. Oop. Yeah, this whole thing was, of course, just a mission to set up this multiplayer map. That's what all the Cerberus missions, though, are, I think. Yeah, because I remember the Tuchanka map. We'll see that in the next video. I really did have a good time playing Mass Effect 2 multiplayer. Or 3 multiplayer, I mean. Nice try with that grenade there, bud. Ooh. I think I blew his head up.
Let's go while we can.
I think we need to defend them as they move forward, right? That's not happening, bud. As much as I enjoy hacking turrets, I don't want you setting up new ones.
Wanna die.
Oh, jeez, whoa, what the hell happened? I was very lucky to live.
We die together.
Oh, there we go.
Please help.
Thought I heard somebody over here. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Goes an engineer. I know I got hit by a sniper, ooh, at some point, but where the hell are they? Man, this battle is just ongoing, isn't it? I mean, technically speaking, yes, the battle is ongoing is a true statement. What I meant to say is that it just keeps going.
Nowhere to go.
You're clear! Go!
Hold the transport.
What transport?
No hostiles detected in the immediate area, Commander. Reinforcements are moving in to secure the evac route.
Good work, everyone.
I'll pick you up at the LZ, Commander.
That it? Okay. For a minute I thought it had like parked on top of them.
We're getting reports of continuing strikes against other cities on Benning.
Cerberus still denying responsibility?
Yes, and for once we're inclined to believe them. Gunning down innocent humans isn't their usual MO. Either way, the civilians down there have a chance now. We're solidifying a foothold and getting people out, then we'll move to liberating the rest of the planet.
I hope we can say the same for Earth.
One day, Commander. For now, we've got our work cut out for us. Carry on.
That was a pretty quick dismissal. Basically just like, shut up with that. Alright, let's see. Is that saying that there's something new here? Alliance. Arcturus 1st Division. Okay. Wait, is there something new here? No? The Arcturus 1st Division is a volunteer army of civilians, paramilitary forces, and reserve soldiers who have banded together to stop the Reaper occupation of the planet Benning. To avoid detection by Reaper forces, its members operate in cells, never staying in one place long. A handful of Alliance officers are coordinating the 1st Division, sharing intel and sending supplies to the resistance soldiers. A few Alliance squadrons have been spared to support Benning's makeshift army with trained soldiers. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and hit some of those other secondary systems. Let's get back to the galaxy map.
We could be on the front lines. Why have they got us guarding a door anyway? He's gonna break regs right now.
War makes people stupid. Besides, you talked with Moreau? Electors invaded this ship and kidnapped the crew.
Damn. Okay, I guess we gotta be ready for anything to come through that door.
That's true. Okay. Let's see. You got anything to say?
Look at that galaxy map. Do you know how many strategy games are built from that interface?
You play strategy games?
A few. Most are too flashy, though. I prefer chess. I have a set made from rose quartz and hematite back home. I like the feel of something solid in my hands.
Well, now that I know your weakness, we may have to try a game.
It'd be more fun than playing Edie. Edie doesn't sweat.
You sweat playing chess?
Depends on how much fun we're having.
Okay. Let's see. I don't think there's anything to scan in this system, so why don't we just leave Euler behind? Oh. Okay, so there must be something to scan here. Let's... Oh, yeah, they're right there.
Signal confirmed.
And I think this is it. 100 units of fuel. Probably just enough to get back to Arcturus. And there we go. We have finished Arcturus stream. Let's get to the mass relay. And where are we headed next? We've been there. Oh, nope, we haven't been there. Okay, so we're in the Pax system. Let's see, we got, what is that, 4 planets? Let's head to the, well actually, let's buy some fuel first. Now let's head to the outermost planet. Velis. Velis has a thin atmosphere of xenon and krypton. Most other materials freeze and fall as snow. Its surface is composed of potassium with deposits of magnesium. While investigating the primitive anaerobic life of Velis, binary helix survey teams discovered a cunningly hidden anchorage belonging to the ancient Krogan warlord Moro. Many records and artifacts of the Krogan rebellions were recovered and sold at auction. The empty base is now abandoned. I'd be honestly surprised if people didn't end up using that empty base for like a smuggling base or something like that. Oh, it's Novaria's system. Yeah, I remember that now. Marana. I think there's another Cerberus mission that brings us back to, what's it called? Novaria. Marana is a icy planetoid smaller than Earth's moon. Many planetary geologists suspect that it was once an Oort cloud ice dwarf that migrated inward after the encounter with some other body. While the crust is frozen water, deeper layers are mostly silicates with pockets of magnesium and aluminum. Marana is tidally locked to Pax, and the same side always faces the sun. Okay. Next one in is again Novaria. Novaria is a small, frozen terrestrial world, barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately chartered by the Novaria Development Corporation, who lease out labs for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. The war has brought significant attention to this otherwise obscure planet. Novaria is home to some of the most advanced research in the galaxy, a sure magnet for Cerberus interest. Further, Novaria's mass relay is a stop between the humans' Exodus cluster and the beginning of Stellarian space. It is a safe bet that the Stellarians will defend their borders to the utmost. Colony founded in 2163, population 405,200, capital Port Henshin. We've been there before. And what is this? Svarog. Svarog is Pax's only gas giant, but its temperatures, powerful winds, and high orbital velocity make it a poor candidate for helium-3 mining. While Novaria enjoys plentiful deuterium for its fusion plants, it imports all of its helium-3 from out of system. Like most Pegasids, Svarog is thought to have formed outside of the frost line of its parent star and migrated inward due to an unstable orbit. Its small size compared to the usual hydrogen-helium gas giants is likely due to hydrodynamic escape. Since it orbits closer than 0.015 AU, the planet's atmosphere is soon likely to be consumed. Scientific debate continues on how other planets in the system survived Svarog's migration, as its gravity may have played havoc with them in their early formation. Interesting. Okay. And we're done here in Pax, I think. Yeah, because I don't think there's anything to scan even. We're just going to come back here when there is a Reaper mission to do, or not a Reaper, a Cerberus mission to do there. Okay, so Gemini Sigma, what else is there? We went to the Nima cluster last time, actually. So I guess just Gemini Sigma. Okay, so we got the Han and Ming systems. Anything else? I feel like there were potentially maybe one more, but no, it's just Han and Ming. Okay. Let's scan. Oh, yeah, we need to be careful. I forgot this was a Reaper-occupied system. Let's go to the outermost planet here. Patatanlis. Patatanlis is a large rock world with an unusually thin atmosphere of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. The frigid world's crust contains extensive deposits of uranium and occasional loads of naturally occurring plutonium. With a total mass more than 4 times that of Earth, Patatanlis should have significantly thicker atmosphere. This unusual feature is flagged as worthy of scientific investigation, but the need for expensive amounts of radiation shielding has deterred interest. Okay. Next planet in. Farkruthu. A standard gas, hydrogen, helium gas giant, Farkruthu is only distinguished by its moons. Several dozen of them have been sculpted into the likenesses of an anthropodal alien race not yet known to Council science. Radiometric dating suggests the moons were worked over 500,000 years ago, so 10 cycles back. Let's see, next up... this white one over here. Mavigan. We've landed on Mavigan before. Mavigan is a small rock and ice planet with a thin atmosphere of ammonia and methane. The surface is frozen, mainly composed of tin with deposits of potassium. The planet has a rudimentary ammonia-based life, mainly concentrated around geothermal vents deep underground. Severe storm cycles are common due to limited visibility. Navigation may be difficult. Next up, Huntington. Huntington is a Jovian-sized gas giant with a standard hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Traces of methane give the planet its distinct cobalt blue tint. Spectral analysis indicates its extensive ring system is composed of ice crystals. Huntington has an exceptionally powerful magnetic field, which creates strong radio interference throughout the inner system. And what's next? Or last, I should say, Paravan. Paravan is a small, unremarkable rock world. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of calcium with deposits of aluminum. Paravan's low mass has left it tidally locked to the star Han. If there were any resources of value, mining stations could be established along the relatively temperate Twilight Band. Okay, let's leave. Well, actually, let's scan some more.
I found something.
There we go. It doesn't matter, they're after us. Again, we've landed on Mavigan before. If things were going in real time, they'd already be on us at this point. Okay, credits. That's disappointing. Again, I always like credits, but I want something a little bit better. There we go. Okay, we'll come back for that. I'm sure that's just a fuel depot.
Evasion successful.
Let's get to Ming. Okay, wow, that's a bright star. Looks like 3 planets, I'm assuming. Let's start with the outermost one. Altanork. I remember these from Mass Effect 1. Altanork is a small but typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with no outstanding features. Its combination of strong magnetic field and a relatively shallow gravity well make it a popular stopover world for discharging FTL drive cores. Okay, Parag. Parag is a large rock planet with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Despite lying over 600 AU from Ming, its surface is scorching hot, and mainly composed of aluminum with deposits of silver. Due to the radiation and heat, landing on Parag's sunward side with anything less than warship-grade shielding will likely be fatal. Parag rotates at a retrograde with the rest of the Ming system, indicating it is likely a captured body. Just like the moon Triton. Okay. Enteropus. Sorry, I always forget the last R there. Enteropus is a hydrogen-helium gas giant that formed in the outer regions of the Ming system and is in the process of migrating inward. In a few million years, the planet's atmosphere will begin to boil away into space. There is a sizable temperature difference between the side of Enteropus facing the energetic blue giant primary and the side facing the cold, deep space. This variance powers massive cyclonic windstorms. The intense heat it absorbs from the sun, in addition to its own internal heat engine, causes the planet's dark side to radiate faintly in the infrared. Okay, and let's do some scanning.
Signal confirmed.
There we go. Hello, Parag. Let's see what you got, buddy. Early on, when I didn't really understand the mechanics, that was a lot more terrifying. Okay, Alliance Cruiser Nairobi. What is that updating? The 3rd Fleet. Very good. Oh, there's still another thing to find here. There it is.
Reapers eluded.
Okay, coming in from the right. Let's get some fuel. Sure, that's what this is. Yep. 320 units of fuel.
Faster than light jump successful.
Okay, now we're going to pick up the fuel in the Han system, and we are going to jump out of here. Uh-oh. Should have come in a little bit more from the east. A little less from the northeast. 470 units of fuel. Let's jump out of here.
Evasion successful.
Okay. So, yeah, again, we've done everything in the... did we do everything in the Nemesis cluster? Yeah, we did. That's where we just left at the beginning of the video. There was nothing else to see there. I was remembering that we already went to the Krogan DMZ, but we only did one of the systems there. And so, yeah, why don't we actually... Yeah, let's go to the Krogan DMZ and let's handle that other system. Okay. We'll come back to the Arlock system, but we're going to go to the Nith system. We've already completed the Dranic system, as you can see. I see a Triceratops when I look at this. Okay, let's see. Got 3 planets. Oh, I remember this one. It's the one with the, it's the giant star that had the big solar collectors around it producing anti-proton fuel that the Turians destroyed. Vard. Vard is a methane ammonia ice giant. Until the Krogan rebellions, it had a stable helium-3 fuel refining infrastructure. Once the solar arrays orbiting Nith were destroyed, the constant flow of anti-proton tankers visiting the system disappeared. There was little point to maintaining the facilities, so they were shut down and abandoned. Today, the ancient stations are squatted by transients, criminals, and outcasts. Although few are safe for habitation, neither the Krogan nor the Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission patrols cared if they take their chances. Population 2072. Let's do some scanning. Okay, nothing there. Tula. Oop. Okay, so there are Reapers in the system. Tula's methane ammonia atmosphere traps the blistering heat of Nith, driving dayside temperatures up to 1,000 degrees. Up over 1,000 degrees. While some loads of useful metals are present, the planet's incredible heat makes mining impractical. How hot is it? Whoa! 1,036 degrees Celsius. It only has half an atmosphere. Why does it look like it's like a little tiny gas giant? Anyway. This is Nith, I'm sure.
I found
or Mantoon. Okay. The star is Nith. That's right. The Class B blue giant Nith was once the most strategically valuable system within Krogan territory. Though far too hot for habitable planets, Nith emits thousands of times the energy of a main sequence star like Earth's Sol. With help from the Solarian uplift teams, the Krogan constructed a chain of solar power collector stations in orbit around Nith. These vast arrays beamed power to particle accelerators on the surface of Mantoon, which manufactured the anti-proton fuel for warship thrusters. In the Krogan rebellions, the Spectre agents managed to get a virus into the computers on the solar power arrays. Every 5th array suddenly applied braking thrusters, and the arrays were then piled up, and all were reduced to wreckage. This has since dispersed into a relatively stable ring system. The Krogan never had the resources to rebuild the solar arrays, depriving them of their fleet's main fuel supply for the remainder of the war. Particle accelerators still exist on Mantoon, but have not been used in thousands of years. That's crazy. I wonder what kind of quality they're in. Or condition, I mean. Let's take a look at this. Okay, yeah, I figured that. Is that it? That's it. Okay, well, let's get back to Arlock. Okay, and we're going to investigate the rest of this system. We are just not going to land on Tuchanka. Let's take a look at this one. Vol. Vol is a hydrogen-helium gas giant named for an ancient Krogan deity that stood watch for the enemies of his pantheon. The gas giant's moons are named after some of Vol's myriad eyes and ears. The only reason to visit the Vol system is scientific curiosity, which the Krogan lack. Okay, next in is that blue one over there. The smaller of Arlock's hydrogen-helium gas giants maintains a small helium-3 recovery infrastructure. Although the depth of Rome's gravity well makes it inefficient to export, visitors to the Arlock system often top off their fuel tanks at Ruum stations. The Council Demilitarization Enforcement Mission, CDEM, maintains a token garrison to monitor any potential sale of fuel to known subversives or terrorists. Population 1,040. CDEM garrison of 20. Okay, let's take a look at... what is the next one in here? Actually, it's not that one, it's this one. Kruben. Kruben is a tidally locked Venusian hothouse. Its surface is perpetually obscured by clouds of sulfur and carbon dioxides. The first group of Krogan brought into orbit by the Solarian uplift teams requested a trip to Kruben. The Solarians at first thought the Krogan were confused about the nature of Kruben's environment. The planet is named for the Krogan mythological paradise in which honorable warriors feast on the internal organs of their enemies. In fact, Krogan astronomers had correctly deduced the nature of crewmen in the years before the global holocaust. In the 2 millennia since, crewmen had come to be thought of as an ideal test of one's toughness. Every year, a few Krogan attempt to land on crewmen and exit their ships naked in an attempt to prove their Kroganhood. The planet's surface is littered with the crushed, corroded remains of their ships. Only one, Shath Norda, is known to have returned from the surface alive, albeit with most of his bones crushed and all 4 of his lungs damaged by sulfuric gas. Norda recovered from his trial to the adulation of his people. Until he died in 1943, he could lie with any fertile female he wished. Okay. Let's see about Cannon. One of Cannon's hemispheres contains an impact crater 700 kilometers in diameter. Dubbed the Rincat Basin, it was mined for light metals in the interbellum between the Rachni Wars and the Krogan Rebellions. Any obvious resource concentrations have long since been stripped. Okay, and Durek. Durek is a small, heat-blasted rock lost in the blinding glare of the star Arlok. It occasionally traps a trace atmosphere of gases blown in from Arlok's powerful solar winds, which inevitably blows the gases back out again. The planetoid has a few valuable loads of heavy metals, which were sporadically mined by the Krogan at the height of their power. In the closing years of the rebellions, the 5 clans working the planetoid fell into fighting over a particularly rich deposit of iridium. All 5 clans' warlords agreed to crush a meeting at a neutral location to negotiate a truce. Unfortunately, all 5 arrived planning to betray their fellows. While the leaders and their seconds met, all their bases were destroyed by simultaneous hypervelocity cannon strikes. Left with only the food, water, and air in their hard suits, and no way to call for rescue, the warlords apparently fought each other to the death. The survivors of the 5 Durak clans on Tuchanka still argue about which clan's warlord was the last one standing. Man, that's so dumb. Okay, let's pick up some fuel. And in the next video, we're going to land on Tuchanka. We're going to do the investigating the Cerberus presence, and we'll probably also do extract the Turian survivors. So, this has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.